Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. Black Sunday is about to drop. I've got a look at the early access version and I'm going to bring you my first look at the divisions coming up in Black Sunday. I've also going to have a giveaway for the new DLC in my Discord, so please jump in the description, jump into the Discord link and join the giveaway. You can get yourself a free copy of Black Sunday. So the division we're going to look at first, the 1st Blindata Greater Romania, or Romania Mare. As you know, I am terrible at pronunciation, so I'm probably going to murder all of the titles for everything coming in this DLC, but we'll give it a go anyway. I like to give it a go and then you guys all slate me in the comments. So they were the sole armoured division of the Romanian Army during World War II. Created in 1941, the formation was destroyed several times over during the brutal fighting on the Eastern Front, most famously during the mammoth battles of Stalingrad. Reconstituted with the latest German armoured vehicles, including Panzer IV and StuG 3, the 1st Blindata can count on locally produced materials such as the small and cheap TACAM T-60 tank destroyer. The very capable Resita 75mm AT gun is also available, able to be used as a field gun if needed. Guarding the sky above is the modern Romanian-made fighter, the IAR-81M. The 1st Blindata is an armoured division powerful on the offensive thanks to its mix of potent Romanian and German units. Right, I mean, perceived conceptions, not much to be honest. I've heard that the Romanian AT gun might be actually really quite good, so it'll be interesting to see how that fares. Let's jump in there and have a look at the division. So a fair few sort of balanced kind of choices here. You're not too restricted in any area. Let's jump in first, have a look at the recon vehicles. Okay, so what do we have access to? Looks like some BMWs, you know, standard, some other sort of small squad infantry units. I hadn't even looked at the title before I started recording this video, and oh my god, am I going to have a nightmare pronouncing the stuff in this division. Unbelievable. We've got an AB Horsch. Actually, this looks like it will be decent. I think this will be taken. It's got the 20mm cannon. Speed is not too bad. Yeah, it's a 20mm. What is that? It looks a bit like an SPW 222. May actually be one, but I can see people taking this unit. Looks quite good. We've got an SPW MIC 20mm. Again, people will take that. So I think those will, in most people's divisions, those will constitute the 1-point slots. We've also got the Tazi Moto, which have the Panzerfaust, so they can act as a pseudo, you know, behind enemy lines tank buster unit. They've also got a new MG gun, obviously the ZB30. I'm sure we'll see loads of that in the infantry tab. Let's see, do they have any awesome transports? Not really. They're quite a big squad, so it looks like these might be the main transports for the division. We'll have to have a look when we get into the infantry tab. Yeah, nothing major here. I think this one is kind of new. What it's got a 25mm on it, which is interesting. So yeah, maybe some people might like that unit. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know how good it is. Some people might want to experiment with that unit. And then we've got a Panzer IV from the looks of it, a T4 Resita. Okay, so switching into the infantry tab, I'm going to have a nightmare pronouncing units. It looks like we've got a fairly standard squad here, the Venerable Moto. Let's see, 9, 18, 27. We got 3 cards, so we are going to have, from the looks of it, a lot of infantry in this division, or, you know, certainly enough for 1v1 kind of play. We've got the Venerable Moto, with the Panzerfaust, so it looks like pretty much the same with the Panzerfaust. So yeah, a few less men. It's good to see that it's not the exact same. Gives you some choice. Do you want the Panzerfaust or do you just want the standard infantry? We've got some leaders here. Looks like they've got some sniper rifles with them. 2 sniper rifles as well on that leader. That is quite powerful because usually, you know, you get 2 snipers in the recon tab and they can cost, you know, almost the same amount. And here you get them on your leaders for the same cost. Plus you get the leader tag and smoke, so quite a good unit there. I imagine people will be taking that. We got some pioneery, just standard pioneers, nothing majorly different. Let's just have a look at the trucks. Looks like we get the SPW truck, which is like a German half-track style, and then we get the Ford G917T with an 80-kilometer road speed. So I don't quite remember what the Studebaker road speed is, but I think the Opel Blitz is 90. But it doesn't look like any Opel Blitz in this division, so it's going to be ever so slightly slow to the front, but I don't think it'll be substantial. We got some Panzergrenadier Führers, so a little bit of a mix of German infantry. We've actually got some Panzergrenadiers down here at the bottom, and the Panzergrenadiers with the Panzerfaust. So, wow, you have, yeah. I mean, I hate to hesitate at this time. I should be proper hyped for Black Sunday, but this looks like a lot of infantry, and we're struggling with divisions with a lot of infantry right now. But putting that aside, we've also got some pioneery leaders that, interestingly enough, usually when it says pioneer they have a satchel charge, but these guys don't, so kind of interesting. We also have a pioneery assault, with 2 flamethrowers. Nice unit there. That will definitely work well in heavy forest because they are 10 man, 2 flamethrowers and 8 Orita machine guns, or LMGs, which is probably SMG really rather than LMG. So if they're anything like the well, I don't know what this submachine gun is going to be like, but 8 of them with 2 flamethrowers. This is a great squad. This is a really good squad, so it can control some heavy forests. And yeah, this is actually looking like a pretty good division right now, just based off looking at the infantry more than anything. Then you've got the Panzergrenadiers and the Panzergrenadiers with the Panzerfaust. Let's move on to the tank tab. We got some Panzer IV H's. We get 3 in A or 5 in B because we're locked to 2-star. So interesting choice there, but we do have T4s, which look to me like just Panzer IV J's. You do have these open to all phases. Yeah, so I imagine you're going to probably take the Panzer IV H's in B phase just to get those extra 2. And then the T4s will fill in elsewhere. We've got a T4 Commander. We've got a TA, which are StuG 4s from the looks of, oh no, StuG 3Gs. Oh, somebody told me how to tell the difference. And it was something to do with the road wheels. I think it was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a Panzer IV. Is that right? Oh. Yeah, that. So 6 must be a Panzer III chassis. So yeah, this is a StuG 3G. Ah, my days. You're all laughing at me right now. Oh, and these are unlocked actually. 5 in A, 4 in B, and 15 in C. So, I mean, StuG 3Gs are very decent. If you keep them at the 2-kilometer range against Shermans, then they're pretty decent tanks. So this division, I mean, tank-wise, it won't stand up to stuff like IS-2s and Tigers and Panthers, but yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not a terrible tank tab. Let's have a look at the support. We've got the standard 2-man flamethrower squad. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen them unlocked to C phase before. Is it just me, or am I just noticing that you can get 24 of these in C phase? We've got some gendarmerie. which is the military police. I very much doubt anyone will take these, although they are 8-man squads. I mean, you could just add to the rifle spam, just pure rifle spam everywhere. 15 points. I don't really think they're going to be used in competitive 1v1, but someone might try it out to just add more and more squads of infantry. We've got some MG34s. Machine guns, they can be very good against other kind of like support guns. IG-18s, they can counter the support guns and the AT guns quite well. We do have some MG42s in here though, so these will be preferable over the MG34. Got some IG-18s as well, although they are locked to A phase. I still imagine most people will take them. We have forward supply trucks. We've got a StuG-42 here. Be interesting whether people take that one. We got an SPW MIC Commandant for B phase. We got a Tatra T. Wow, look at this. A Tatra T93C for A phase. And this thing's slow, but you know, it'll probably be fine. I imagine there might be some price changes in here once we go live. This is an early access version, so there may be a few price differences. We also have the T4 Commandant for C phase. Anti-tank tab, let's see what they've got. They've got the Panzergrenadiers. I mean, Panzergrenadiers are great. Panzergrenadiers are great, so you can't just discount them. They have looks like a larger Panzergrenadier squad too. Ooh, with the HE grenades. These could be nice. Nice little units. 3 HE grenades and Panzergrenadiers as well. These are nice units. I would like to take these. And you do get a fair few slots here, if I can say the words. So the opportunity is here to take these guys. They're going to survive really well against infantry in heavy forests, you know, with those HE grenades, and they can also sneak about and Panzergrenadier an enemy tank. Looks like, oh sorry, I've missed out the TACAM T-60. This thing was mentioned. Wow, I've never actually seen this unit before, and it looks kind of cool. I gotta say, yeah, I really like the look of this thing. It's like they found the biggest gun and just fit it on the smallest chassis they could find. I mean, it's got terrible frontal armor, and the penetration, I mean, it's not amazing, but 105 mil, you know, you can penetrate Shermans with that. You can definitely penetrate, you know, Axis armor, the Panzer IVs, things like that. But this thing has such weak armor, I wonder whether it will get taken. It'll be interesting to see. It does have a fairly low price as well. It will be interesting to see these in action. Can't get a massive amount of them though, which is slightly worrying, because I think if they doubled the amount in A, say they had 8 of these, I think it'd be much more appealing than just 4. Yeah, I mean, I would struggle to want only 4 of these for a card slot. We'll see how it goes. We've got the Schneider 47mm here, which is a nice little unit. Let's see what they've got available. Ooh, we've got a Malaxa. Let's see whether we can get that up. I want to have a look at this. I don't know why we've got a Kuba wagon in brackets. Just for some reason that's in brackets. We got a Malaxa UE. This thing looks amazing. Oh man, I just want to take this just for the fact that I love the look of this thing. That thing looks ace. How fast does this thing go? Oh, it goes so slow. It's ridiculous. It's cool though. I want to take it just because it looks amazing. We got the SPW. Oh, this will be a nice vehicle. This will be a nice vehicle to pair because it has the AP shells on it as well. Oh, it doesn't have heat shells. That's a bit of a shame it doesn't have heat shells. But you'll be taking this vehicle more for the HE. So you can get like an AT gun and basically an IG-18 on a vehicle in the same card. So yeah, that's kind of a nice pick there. Imagine a lot of people may well take that unit. And then it looks like we got some trucks as well. We spoke about these guys, and then we have the famous 75mm. I think this thing is famous. I've heard lots about it. Can you get any? No, they have to come in trucks. So we've got 160 millimeters of penetration. Wow. 15 rounds a minute base. This thing fires smoke rounds as well. Wow. Oh, because yeah, it is an artillery. It can be used in the artillery role, can't it? So this thing's an AT gun and an artillery gun in one. Yeah. I mean, it looks good. You get 2 cards of it. I imagine most people will take a card in A and a card in B. I think in terms of 1v1, that's probably what most people will do. This thing looks good. I like the look of it. I cannot wait to see it in action. 15 rounds a minute, 160 millimeters of penetration. This thing's going to be a beast against everything pretty much up to an IS-2 or a King Tiger. That kind of level it's going to struggle with until it gets, you know, until it's only about 1,000 meters away. But just think of this thing firing at an IS-2 in particular. 15 rounds a minute. I think the IS-2 is like 3 rounds a minute, possibly 4. This thing's going to fire 5 rounds, and then the IS-2 fires, and then this thing's going to fire another 5 rounds. That's a lot. Let's get off those. Let's get on to the anti-air tab. We got some Hotchkiss, and these guys are actually pretty good. Like, don't underestimate the double Hotchkiss. 30 points. I would like to have a look at the... I don't have time right now. Go check out the first Polish Home Army. They got the Hotchkiss, and I've got a feeling it's not 30 points. For some reason, I've got a feeling it's more than that, because this unit is actually really good. So we'll see how this does. But I'm excited. I think people might take this in A phase. But the slot costs are quite expensive, so it may well get beaten out by the other units in this tab. But do not underestimate this unit, at least until we've seen it in action. We got some standard 20mm, the Gustloff ACA 20mm. I presume this can come with... Oh, this thing comes with the Hotchkiss. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, that could be a nice little pairing, because usually it comes with like a flak truck, but it's another 20mm. But these Hotchkisses, I don't know, maybe it's me misremembering, but I'm pretty certain they were better than the 20mm. We also get a Hotchkiss standard, looks like. I bet these can come in with the Hotchkiss as well, because that would be stupid if they couldn't. Yeah, they can. So you get the standard Hotchkiss with the Hotchkiss truck. Actually, I think this one would be the one that I would prefer to take. Then we get the 37mm on a truck. Looks like pretty much like a mobile wagon. Is that a 37mm? A mobile wagon? Or is that... No, a flat billing's a flat billing. As I get confused about all the different types of anti-air units that the Germans came up with. Just stick a Bofors down there. That's what the British did. Just stick a Bofors there. Right, so we got the 37mm. These things I think are really strong. Like, personally, I think obviously a flat billing is stronger. So in B phase, you want to take your flat billings, no doubt, in 1v1. But these guys are strong. They're not quite as strong, but they cost less. So when you talk about price efficiency, I think they're just as good as flat billings. This is my own personal opinion, though. My own personal opinion. So this Romanian division, I think, does have some decent AA options here. We'll wait to see until we get into the air tab. The only thing is they do have quite, well, a somewhat fairly expensive slot. But I could see myself picking the Hotchkisses, you know, followed up by the Flakvilling, and then even the 37mm. Oh, you don't get many of these, actually. Yeah, so maybe something like that. It's not a great deal, but they are decent units. They probably need some kind of help from the air tab as well. Let's jump into the artillery tab. What we have? We got the observers, we got the artillery leaders, nothing too special on those. And right, we got some mortars, the 60 mils. They can come in Schwimm wagons. Again, they're in brackets. Just for some reason. We get some 81 mils. I'm checking for supply trucks. That's what I'm checking for here. We get the OB M1936. Is this a US gun? Just the way that it's an M1936? We got the FAMO F3 truck. Just an interesting little truck there. I like it. It's a nice little truck. There's nothing wrong with trucks. A lot of people like trucks. I mean, a lot of people play Truck Simulator, don't they? So they can't get that truck. We get 120 mils as well. I mean, yeah, there's 100. Wow, actually, this is a Romanian division now. So these must be captured Russian. In fact, this looks like a US mortar. The fact that it's called an M2. And then we've got a German 81 mil from the looks of it. And then we've got a Russian 120 mil from the looks of it. Interesting, very interesting. A right mix. Oh, we got some off-map. All you off-map lovers will be in love with the off-map. Actually, it doesn't tell me what size off-map this is. Oh, it's 210. There's a little bug, so it's not displaying. But if you hover here, we can see it's 210 millimeters off-map. This is good off-map. But you are limited to 1 in B and 2 in C. I mean, personally, I know I'm seeing a lot of comments on YouTube now saying that people are starting to get fed up of off-map. It is so meta. But that's because of the infantry situation we're in. So until the infantry situation changes, the meta isn't going to change. Off-map is going to stick around. You know, I don't have any control over this, so please don't blame me. But yeah, I mean, these are pretty decent off-map planes. You can't get a massive amount. I like that they've toned down the number you can get, because I think if this would have been at the start of the game, they'd have given you 1 in A, 2 in B, and then 3 in C. So at least they removed 1, which is a start. SDK said 251/2, more mortars. These guys I think are pretty decent, because if you compare them to the other 81 mil mortar, they're in a half track, so they're faster. They've got more HE shells as well, so you're going to want to take these guys really. And then we've also got the M1934 artillery piece, which is a Skoda. I wonder if the other one's Skoda. No, the other one's Schneider. So these aren't US, but it's just the designations that make it look US to me as a non-knower of Russian stuff. Russian stuff? What am I saying? Romanian stuff. They do have, it looks like an artillery supply truck here. Yep, the Skoda 6 ST6 Aprov, which is short for something that I don't know. And this is a 149 mil gun. Will it be good? I have no idea. I think most 1v1 is very different to team games, so we won't see a lot of these in 1v1. Actually, this thing has a radio. This thing has a radio. So I think we will see it in 1v1 now and again. Some players will take it, some players won't. But I think in 10v10, you'll probably see a lot of these being used, or team games, should I say. You will see a lot of these being used. Let's move on to the air tab. We got the Dornier 17P1 recon plane. I can't even fit that thing in the screen. It's so big. Yeah. We got BF-110s. Oh, wow. I love this skin. Oh, this thing looks like a rackety old thing. This thing looks like the Germans have used it for like 5 years and then given it to the Romanians. Because like, yeah, we've run out of it. I mean, look at the rust everywhere. I love the detail on this skin. Man, this is a nice little skin. I like this thing. So BF, sorry, let's get off the skin. Looks like it's a fighter close air support. So head-on engagements, this thing's going to be good. Non-head-on engagements, this thing's going to be terrible. So you've got to manage your air engagements well if you take this thing. We got some Ju-87. Oh, look at this, the DT number 2. Oh, they're 50 kilogram bombs. All right. For a moment now, I thought they were going to be a 500 kilogram bomb. Oh, it's this thing on the wing lot. Oh, it's this thing here. Even got the markings on it. Detail, Eugene. Detail. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I mean, you can get 9 of these in sea phase. Is this going to be one of those decks? Is this a Kuruk in disguise? I mean, you get a lot of infantry. You can get quite a lot of JUs as my screen starts to worry. Oh my god, I love that skin, but I don't want to get off this point. You can get a lot of infantry. You can get, from the looks of it, possibly a lot of bombers. Is this a Kuruk in disguise? Are there going to be a few players very excited about this? And then we got the Me-193. I mean, look at this thing. Oh, look at that Romanian flag on the back. Oh, wow. What a beautiful skin. This will be the main fighter, but you only get one card. Actually, it might not be the main fighter. What do we got down here? We do have an Me-109 G6A1, so yeah, I imagine the Me-109 E3 will get taken in A phase. I mean, it's exceptional agility. It's kind of weak in its... I love this thing. I really do love the E3 fighters. A lot of people don't like them at all, but I do. I like them. I like them. Oh, they just keep coming with these skins, don't they? It's like, surely FM coming in your ears. Yeah, look at this thing. 250 kilogram bomb. It's a HS-129B2R4. It's got one 250 kilogram bomb, and that is it. Yeah, I mean, I can't see people taking this. It's cheap as chips. You can get a lot in C phase. But I can't really see people taking it. Maybe I'm misjudging this unit, but this thing is going to be terrible at its agility. It's mediocre, which, if anyone doesn't know the meme, Eugene made the word mediocre mean the absolute most worst that it could possibly be. So it totally confuses everyone that's new to the game, because they're like, why is this thing mediocre? And then when you vet it, it goes to very bad. No one understands. Eugene, why have you done this? Totally memeing it. Love it. We have the IAR-81M. Which is an interesting unit. Again, I love the skin. I mean, these air skins are just amazing. It's got a 272 kilogram bomb for all the weirdness of that sized bomb. It's amazing. I love these divisions. I'm getting hyped. I said I wasn't getting hyped. I'm getting hyped. The Romanian flag on the back again. 4 Brownings and 2 20mm. This thing could actually fight pretty well from the looks of it. Isn't the best agility. I think this is going to get taken quite a lot, because you can get 3 of these in A. They've got a decent sized bomb. It can act as a fighter from the looks of it. We have another variant here with the 272 kilogram and then 250s. This thing will get taken probably in B phase, or maybe A phase as well. I mean, the slots do kind of start to get expensive. You're going to want to take probably 5 aircraft. I think by that time it starts to get expensive. What else do we have? The JRS-79B, which is a huge thing. Huge thing. What do I say about this thing? I mean, it's got 1,000 kilograms of bombs in it. I mean, you can take a lot in C again. I can see this being an air spam, a C phase air spam deck. In the big multiplayer games, that's for sure. Yeah, not too much to say about that yet. This thing is probably going to get more 1v1 action. The JRS-79B with the 4 272 kilogram bombs for 100 points. 2 of them in A phase. This thing is going to get used, I think, in 1v1 quite a bit. What else do we have? The Ju-87D5 cluster bomber. This will be able to take out the heavy tanks for sure. Looks like you can get 3, 4, or 6, which is really weird. Why don't they make it 3, 4, 5? Why do you do this, Eugen? Why do you just devalue the B phase? Why? Why? Who's going to pick that in B phase? You can get 3 in A phase, or you can get 6 in C phase. Yeah. I'm not going to pick the 3 in A phase, so yeah, I'm just going to pick the 1 more that you get in B phase instead of getting 6 in C phase. What? Why? Why not make that 3, 4, 5? And then people don't feel undervalued by taking it in B phase. Man, rant over, rant over. ME-109 G6A. I love this skin as well, actually. I really do like this skin. So this is probably going to be your B phase fighter. Yeah, ME-109 E3 is probably going to be your A phase. You may well rely on BF-110s depending on who you're up against. Look at the pylon on that thing. And there we have it. I think that's everything. I mean, let's have a look at defense. Yep, there's your defense. Yeah, there we have it. The first Blindata Romania Mare. Let me make a quick prediction. Is it going to be fantastic in 1v1? Actually, yeah, I think this thing is going to be quite good in 1v1. You get a lot of infantry. Tanks, you get some medium tanks, which are the better tanks right now because heavy tanks are just too costly compared to what they're coming up against. It's just cost efficient. This is why allies are very strong right now. So will the Romanians, will this deck become a meta deck? It quite possibly will be. I don't think it will be absolute S tier best of the best, but actually I can see this being a very good deck. I can see this being used a lot in League. It's got some great air spam or air bombers. Air spam's the wrong word. It's got some great air assets available for you. It's got great infantry. It's got decent tanks to do the job. And it's got some anti-tank options which do look decent. So yeah, I think this is going to be a very good deck. And finally, we're going to finish off with my favorite unit of the division. What am I going to pick? I think I'm looking through, but I'm heading over to the right-hand side. Oh, I do kind of want to pick the 75mm, but I'm not going to pick it on this occasion. I think as I was looking through this and I saw the 75mm, I'm like, I was thinking ahead of time and I was thinking, I might well pick that unit, but I'm not. I'm going more and more forwards, which is going to be an air phase tab. And I'm going to pick the BF-110 F4 because I just love the detail on this skin. I mean, it's kind of plain. In a way, some people are going to hate this skin because it's plain, and they're going to hate it because the unit's probably not amazing. But I just love the detail that Eugen have put into this, the rust around the engine parts. I mean, you can see this thing has been used since like 1939, you know, since the start of the war, and the Germans have kind of got fed up with it, and they've finally given it to the Romanians. Yeah, I just love this skin. So there we have it. That is my favorite unit of this division. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so you don't miss any more of the previews for the Black Sunday divisions. As I understand it, the release date is the 17th of August, and I am going to be doing a giveaway on my Discord. So jump into the description, head into the Discord, and get your chance. Join the giveaway to get your chance to get a free copy of Black Sunday on release day. Thanks very much for watching. I am Angry Bird. I will see you next time.